book collection combined together. So everybody's using the bookcases, but you would have no idea. I've had people go through the list and say, yeah, I've only read a couple of those books. And so on the YouTube channel, there is one playlist that has all the book reviews in it. And then all of the book reviews are their own playlist. So we add the book reviews to that same total tally, and then each individual. So on this page, you just click on that and it will take you to that book review. But I do challenge you today to go click on 101 so that you can see the evolution of where I started. So people will tell you to start where you are, and they're way, way, way in the galaxy, but you can't see it when they first started. And that's why I leave all my videos and all my posts everywhere, because that's where I was. And that might be where you are. If you don't know how to edit and all you got is one finger to push on that button and record and stop, then you start where you are with what you have. So this isn't a matter of, we did some stuff filming with some cameras and did some other things, and then I was just so happy that phones became extremely smart, so I wouldn't have to do all of those things anymore. Okay, what questions do you have about 553 or book reviews before we move on to the cognitive fitness? Okay, no questions? And I even wish I knew how long the delay was. Okay, so still on the website, you're going to go to the social. Okay. Yes, it has helped increase my vocabulary, Regina. Thank you for that question. What I have noticed is that when I look back at older videos, I mean, I have had speaking certifications and things of that nature the entire time. But what it has increased is my ability to choose words in that moment. And what I do is I watch people in their interviews, and I watch college professors, elected officials, famous people, people who are famous for being smart or intelligent. And what happens is, and that person that told me I was articulate on the live, I think it was last week, what happens is, because there are so many words that I'm taking in, my word choice is much more diverse. So that's an individual lexicon, which is your own personal vocabulary, is that it has increased my ability to choose words differently than, let's say, your average bear. So, there are great orators, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, a couple other people giving speeches and things like that. But in the normal conversation, so people that give great speeches, they have speech writers. That's different than communicating effectively. And so what I have found is that because I am consistently reading, my ability to communicate more effectively actually has increased exponentially, because I'm constantly processing and taking words and languages in. And that, between that and Duolingo, and then also what has helped immensely is videos. So I'm creating content, because I create my own content. I write my own blogs. I make my own posts. I do my own videos. That has helped with everything as well, because I have to communicate in many different forms. Sometimes I'm Wilma, as I mentioned, in the exons. So I have to do word choice if I'm doing a still graphic versus a motion graphic, the timing of making all that come in. So it has all worked together. When you have to do everything yourself, you become more skilled in all of those areas. And when you have a team, as I mentioned, when I first started, I did have two interns and two graphic designers that were doing things for me. And they weren't at best. They were at that 70% from that video that you watched. And so I said, forget it. I'm going to just teach myself how to do this so that I know that it will be at the level that I want it to be at. And I will be seeing it in my head. And now I can't get them to see what's up here. So let me do it myself so that I can do it. And then some would argue, well, you have to, that takes too much time. And Ford said he doesn't have to be smart. He hires smart people and all of that. But what are you missing out on when you don't get that skill set? Because you have that skill set, and I've told this to my daughter, at a minimum, you have to have a working understanding of what it is that you need done. So you can tell, when you hire someone, you can tell if that person is going to be an A player or not. So if you don't know how to do it at all, and they tell you that they can, because I've seen this in small business especially, someone tells you that they know how to do something, and because you don't know, they talk a good game, and next thing you know, you've paid them a lot of money, and to no avail, you don't have the results that they promised that they would deliver. And now you have to fire them. You're out of money. You have to start over again. So at a minimum, having a working knowledge